Hey guys, Triple B here. Quick question for you. Have you ever wished that your car was actually a tank? Good question, obviously, or you wouldn't be here, so let's stop wasting time and get right into it. Revaroom EX is going to help you do exactly that, thanks to its amazing ability allowing you to attach up to 4 Pokemon Tool cards to it, unlike the usual limit of just 1, which means we can combine that with Rigid Band, which is going to reduce the damage it takes by 30 for each one attached. Chuck 4 of those on there, all of a sudden that lemon's a tank, you're taking 120 less damage, and when we combine that with the attack Wild Drift, which isn't just going to do 170 damage to the active Pokemon, it's also going to make Revaroom take another 30 less damage, making it even harder to take down, being 150 less. Now, you might be thinking, what if my opponent just tries to gust around Revaroom though? It's sitting on the bench, they bring it back up, escape rope, boss's orders into it, that's how they got around Goodra before, that'll still work on Revaroom, right? No, actually it won't. So Rigid Band being a tool card, the effect stays in place, even when it's on the bench. So things like Greninja or Urshifu VMAX that are trying to hit it on the bench, they're still going to be doing reduced damage to it. The 30 less damage from the attack though, that does get negated if it gets bounced from the active, so keep that in mind when you're doing your calculations. In addition to Rigid Band though, we do have some other tools that we can be playing in the deck, one being Vengeful Punch, which can be an absolute game changer to counterattack when we get knocked out. It's great into the Gardevoir matchup because they'll be accelerating a lot of energy out onto their Pokemon so that they can get up to the numbers to take out the Revaroom, but when they're doing that, they're putting 2 damage for each energy that they put out. So they're likely only going to have 20 or 40 health remaining. They knock out Revaroom, they take 40 damage because they can knock it out, and they get knocked out as well. It's also great into other matchups like Miraidon, which is going to have attackers like Raikou V and Raichu having 200 HP, so taking the 40 damage from the Vengeful Punch can help set them up, putting them to 160 remaining so that we can use Wild Drift to finish them off with a follow-up Revaroom, or if we hit them first, they're getting knocked out when they take us out too, which can be really helpful. The other useful tool we're going to be running is Experience Share, which is going to help us keep the energy flowing and maintain momentum with the deck. How do we get that initial energy onto Revaroom is kind of the tricky part, and we're going to do that with Klinklang. Its ability Triple Gears lets you search your deck for 3 basic energy cards to attach to your Pokemon in any way that you like. It guarantees it, so it's an efficient way to get that energy out, unlike something like Magnezone, which, yeah, you can be using it turn after turn, but you're only looking at the top 6 cards, so if you're not seeing any energy, you might not be getting anything set up, so I prefer to just guarantee it, get 1 Revaroom set up with your attachments for turn, you're getting another one set up on the bench in the back end, and using Experience Share to get another one going, so you're usually safer just going this way to get the guaranteed energy instead of rolling the dice each time. This deck also has a literal draw engine in it, since Revaroom has a split evolution line, the other one having Rumbling Engine. It lets you discard an energy card from your hand to draw up to 6 cards, so sort of like Bibarel, but you do have to ditch an energy to do it, but you're getting an extra card by doing that. Combining this with cards like Colress, it's going to help you dig through your deck very effectively, so you use the Revaroom, get into a 6-card hand, use Colress, see another 5. It's great for those situations where you're holding a rare candy or you're holding the Klinklang, you need to get into the other piece, you just want to be able to dig a little bit further, that's what makes Colress very helpful. We've also included a few tech Pokemon to strengthen up the deck a little bit more, so Manaphy is going to help protect our bench from Greninja when we're trying to set up our evolution lines so that the Varooms don't get taken out before their Revarooms and then they're taking like no damage, so we do need a little bit of protection in place for that. There's also a copy of Radiant Tsareena. It's added in here to help heal off any damage that Revaroom might take, and can turn potential 2-hit knockouts we might be taking into 3 or more, keeping you out of those breakpoint numbers by healing off 20 each turn. It's pretty solid. And for our stadium card, we're going to be using Town Store. It's going to allow you to search your deck for any tool card once per turn to maximize Revaroom's ability. It's also our counter to Path to the Peak, which would otherwise limit the amount of tools we can attach to Revaroom, and if they put Path to the Peak down when we do already have multiple tools, you do have to discard down to 1, so making sure that we have multiple stadiums to bump that out of play, it's really helpful. The rest of the deck's pretty standard stuff though, VIP Pass, Nest Ball, and Ultra Ball to establish our Pokemon, Rare Candy to get that Klinklang going, Iono and Colress for draw support. I've chosen Colress over Research because you can't really afford to discard too many things in this deck. Plus the added flexibility of finding the right pieces is crucial, which we already mentioned, to get into those rare candies when you need it, or that Klinklang without having to ditch the other piece, can come in pretty clutch. This Revaroom deck's a lot of fun to play, and it can be a great choice for casual games or playing on ladder on PTCGL. I wouldn't really recommend it for competitive events though, due to the occasional inconsistencies you can get during setup, but once it gets rolling, it can make for an incredible comeback, making it the perfect choice for those looking to play something a little bit unique and a bit more enjoyable instead of just the standard meta stuff we've got at the moment. What are your thoughts on Revaroom EX? Do you think it's worth working on to refine as more tool cards come out, or is it destined just to go to the scrapyard? If you want to give it a test drive, you can grab the deck list from the description below, and be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you do, to let me know that you did. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with the shenanigans. Now let's hop on ladder and see how we go with this. Opening the Klink, we've got the Klinklang. We don't have an out for the rare candy. We do have Ultra Ball, which can get us into a Varoom at least, so we're in an alright spot. Maybe we top tech a VIP pass, that'd be cool. Definitely be very cool. I did cut the Arven from the list. It's one of those cards that when you see it, it's really good, but didn't really find that much value from it, because it's like, yeah, it can target us the rare candy and a tool. But then it's like, well, do I have the Klinklang in hand? Do I have the other stuff? And it was just, I don't know, the search cards are good, but I feel like the search cards, you need some other form of... Oh. Did I just Ultra Ball both these away? I could have Ultra Ball that away. We're into Gardevoir. They shouldn't be able to attack first turn. They probably just get his HMV out. Prized one Varoom. Okay. I think even just slowly charging this up isn't the end of the world. It's going to be a while before they really get online. The Zacian being weak to us too is actually pretty relevant. We only do 170, but we can be one-shotting that. I'm for it. Like, we one-shot that, we chuck on Vengeful Punches, they try and return a knockout, and it's like they get knocked out when they hit us. That's kind of the game plan here. They did put an Artisan down for us though, so that's helpful. Probably get another Klink or another Varoom out. Almost leaning towards another Klink, just because this is likely going to be sitting in the active. Gets knocked out. Is what it is. We want to make sure that we have some way to get the energy out of our deck though, and we can even just be attacking with the Klinklang. Like, this is a fine attacker into this matchup. We do 130. The fully evolved single prize Gardevoirs, they've got, I think, 140 HP, and I'm pretty sure they're steel weak as well. Like, it's based around being a fairy type, right? Okay, we got the Nest Ball, so we can get the Klink and we can Artisan for the Varoom. So we didn't even have to pick one over the other. We'll just get both. Also thins our deck, so when we Iono, we're in a pretty good spot. All right, and ideally we get into a rare candy here. Or not. Check a Rigid Band on there though. I don't think having the Vengeful Punch on here will really make a difference. They're not going to be running Path to the Peak, so we'll check the Vengeful Punch on here just in case they do get enough energy out to one-shot this. It should be returning the knockout into them. And I don't know that we need to put these out just yet. I guess in the event that they Iono us, it would be good to have them. Well, not this, but this. Sure. All right, all right. Not necessarily cooking with fire, but we're cooking, we're cooking. Slow burn. Okay, level ball Kirlia. Probably level ball another Kirlia, unless they have the Ultra Ball, get into the Gardevoir, rare candy up, start accelerating out, and take a knockout. How much damage does this do? 30. Okay. It's like, can they just one-shot it with a Kirlia? No. Okay. Good. It's like, am I in danger? No, we're fine. We're fine. I've got the boss's orders as well. Like, not hitting an energy to attach for turn last turn and then having one to get this going. So if this does get knocked out, we could have bossed up the Zacian, taken a knockout, been in a good spot, but we'll get there. Bit slow going at the moment, but we'll get there. In hindsight, too, I don't even know that Tsareena is really relevant for this matchup. Like, they're either going for one-shots or enough damage that healing 20 is not gonna make a difference, I guess. Like, it might put us to break points where we're just out of reach and forces them to accelerate more energy out, and the Vengeful Punch gets them. But yeah, benching this, it could just be a liability. Like, they take this out as a single prize, or they take one of these out, they take another one of them out, and then they take out a Tsareena as a single prize. Does look like they're starting off a little bit slow though too. Okay. Thinking just get another Varoom out. Don't know that I need to evolve it just yet. If I evolve it, it becomes a lower health target that doesn't have the Vengeful Punch. Yeah, so you know what? I think we just passed there. Bit of a break at the moment. Bit of a break. And yeah, the fact that we did have to get rid of our draw support Revaroom. I guess I didn't have to, but chose to get rid of it. Like we Ultra Balled it away. Other options though would have been either getting rid of the EX or getting rid of the Iono, which was our effective guaranteed draw power. Because at that first turn, we only had the one room out. Like it was either, well, that becomes an EX or it becomes our draw power and we're hoping to get into another one. I think we made the right call, but it does just kind of complicate things. They are going into the Gardevoir EX and chucking that in the active. Okay. I guess the mindset being that can tank a hit. Because like we one-shot that, we one-shot the Zacian. Yeah, that's respectable. Not that we're even getting an attack off right now, but we'll get rid of the Tsareena. This attacking us is probably the only time where it would be relevant, but like 190 twice is what? 380 minus the 30, 350. Yeah, like it still gets taken out. If we were able to get our attack off reliably or get another Rigid Band onto it, it'd be a different story. But right now, yeah, we're relying on just top decking a lot of things. I don't think the Tsareena is going to be coming up. Yeah, we'll check in the active. We hope for the best. Like maybe we top deck a draw support. No, okay. Okay, throw the Manaphy down, switch into it, give that up. I could like boss up a Manaphy trying to buy us a turn, or boss up a Zacian trying to buy us a turn. I think I save it though for when we have actual knockout maps. Right, because like if they're trying to attack us with a single Prez or trying to attack us with that, it's like, well, I want to be able to boss that up, kill that with the Revaroom. They go into this to hit us, Vengeful Punch knocks it out. But we'll see. See, I guess if we botched up the Zacian, at that point, they didn't have any energy in the discard. It could be stuck in the active just because they can't accelerate energy. Like, they'd have to attach for turn, use its ability, get energy out that way to get back online. But yeah, it's literally buying us one turn at the cost of burning a resource that potentially gets us back into the game. Not looking good, though. Not looking good. Are they about to attack us with Mew? What? No. They're doing that to retreat, right? But they, like, why? They already had an energy on it. Okay. Now we're just getting mocked. Even by our own hands, just getting mocked. Oh, where were these the first turn? What, like middle of the game, I don't want to be top decking VIP into VIP. This game sometimes. Yeah, it's funny. That's funny. They're not seriously going to keep hitting us with a Mew, though, are they? Like, they realize this is giving me time to get back into the game. Okay. So they go into that. That's got 100 health. The Vengeful Punches, yeah, it's going to be way too far for that to be doing anything into it. I'd need to get a second one out, and they'd have to accelerate another energy to it, which, like, having the rigid bands on it, if they're trying to go for a one-shot, yeah. If they've got a boss in hand right now, though, different story. Because we effectively have 310 HP right now, though, yeah? So they're doing, what, 60 plus 180? 240? Like, not ideal, but yeah, I think we just have to go into this now. Okay. Sure, let's then get that, and then, yeah, just need to find a way to get into rare candy. At this point, I'm genuinely considering just bossing up that Zacian and buying a turn, since we do now have something in hand to work with, and then it forces them to find a switch out. Like, if I can get into a rare candy, we're actually in a fine spot here. Rare candy would be good. Colress would be good. Iono, not so much. But I'll take it. Okay. Yeah, like, would they even be running switch outs? Or they'd literally just have to, like, Shining Arcana, try and get energy on this so that it can attack. Attach for turn, Roaring Sword, Roar of the Sword, or Shining Arcana. Alright. Yep, Roar of the Sword. None even in hand. Dang. And the Iono. Like, list off things I want to draw. Yeah, like, this would be okay, but not ideal. Oh, and we do get into a rare candy, Klinklang, though. Okay, so we can check another rigid band on here. Makes us even bulkier. We'll go rare candy. Get that evolved up. Accelerate 3 energy out. Get that online. Get that online. We've still got our attachment for turn. Okay. We're in the game again, guys. We're in the game. One on there. And we take 90 less next turn, right? Because the attack also. Yeah, we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. Took a while to get there, but we're in a good spot now. And it would have been amazing if I had another Vengeful Punch now, so if this hits me, it gets knocked out, but we'll be okay. If they accelerate 2 more energy to try and do higher damage, just gets knocked out anyways, so yeah, we're fine. Going for the Cresselia, I'm guessing they're going to go Cresselia, snipe the Varoom off the bench, then they just have to deal with this, boss that. Because yeah, they're doing what? Potentially 80. They go Gardevoir 1 here, 1 here. Move that. Snipes that. Like, I could have gone Ultra Ball to get the other Revaroom EX out of the deck so that this wouldn't be in sniping range for the Cresselia. We did see it in play, but it's fine. It's fine. I didn't really have the resources for it, right? Like, it would be, I literally was holding Colress. These two just came off prizes. So I would have had to sequence it differently, like got rid of the Colress and the metal energy we were holding in hand just to be able to evolve this. Like, it would have helped with the prize mapping. Because then it's, yeah, I've got 3/2 prizes on the bench, but then I also don't have another attacker nearly ready to go. Whereas right now, this is just 1 steel energy and it's online. I've got an experience share too, so like, if this doesn't get knocked out this turn, chuck that on there. He's almost ready to go. This is going to be dead in a second. Alright, Guardy, what are we doing? Vacuuming the... Which? Rigid Band or Vengeful Punch? Both are awful for you. Both are effectively... Your Gardevoir needs 40 more damage on it. But yeah, the Vengeful Punch is a return knockout. Good call. But if they're using the Cresselia, it's kind of redundant. Right? Like, they're moving some of the damage off there. It should be putting them outside of the knockout number. Oh. What? What did... Okay. That's fine. We'll go Ultra Ball. I'll get rid of this. I'll get rid of this. There's no point putting another low health guy on the bench. Because then I'm... Yeah, literally just doing the thing I said I do not want to do. Evolve that up. Let's go Colress. Yep, just bring that back. And I don't think that's going to be coming out this game because I don't want to put any more low health guys on the bench. Get this. Like, experience share is only going to proc once. So do I just put it there knowing that, hey, if this gets knocked out, it's online and then this one's also being charged up? Or I put it that... Yeah, I'll just put that there. Like, I don't really see it coming out, but... Do that. Put the Vengeful Punch on here. If they want to try and deal with the weakened one, they need that. If they want to try to deal with that one, they need Boss. We're in a good way. We're in a good way. Started off a little bit slow, but we're creeping back. Currently taking 90 less damage as well. So we've got, what, 240 plus 90, 330 health right now. Yep, I'm fine with this. Getting Iono down to 3. Not super ideal. We did lose the Rigid Band, but... Got Town Store. We'll just get it right back. Is a little bit awkward though. We're effectively just having to take out single prizers the rest of the game. Like, if we bring up that Gardevoir, they just retreat it, right? Like, we've already burned one boss. I would have needed both bosses to guarantee that. And like here, do I just pivot around it? Like, do I just retreat? I could just retreat around it, right? And then charge it back up. $70 on it right now. He comes up and Vengeful Punches me. Does that fix anything? Not really. I think we just retreat. It does mean that it's a Cresselia target now, but... Let's go Super Rod. We'll put the Tsareena back in and the energy. That would have been helpful a second ago. But I guess this still has the Rigid Bands on it, yeah? Yeah, so it's still got 2 of those. Effectively got 70, 130. Zacian coming back out. I am on board with that. If I can find a boss, we are sitting pretty. Or if they just go into that, actually. If they go into that right now, it's game. Oh, buddy, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh. Like, they basically need... Go into this, boss this up, knock it out with the Gardevoir, then next turn switch into that, knock the other one out. If they do that, they're in a good spot. If they don't have the boss play right now, though, like if they're actually banking on going into the Zacian, it's just game over right now. They've got to keep this a single prize game for the moment. And with the energy being spread around as it is, yeah, I don't know. Oh, okay, unless they're just going to hit us with the... Okay. Just going into that, they're just going to like half hit us, go into the other one, half hit us. We're not able to get up to the number to knock this out. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good plan too. That hurts to see though. Yeah, you should have just boss killed that. Because now that's just game. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the Revaroom. That's epic. It took a little bit to get going, but damn. Oh, okay. Yeah. I still like this deck. It's got potential. It's definitely got potential.